What's up, everyone? Welcome to RC Design Build. So tomorrow is race day for the micros. So I'm taking the micro T and I'm entering into tomorrow's race. Now, the last race I entered into, I did place first in the main event. So I do have high expectations for myself. One of the things that came up, and I spoke about this in a live I was doing, I stripped a gear, right? And so right here inside the motor is a little plastic pinion, and I had heard it, right? I'm out there driving, you can hear it when it strips. So I looked for a replacement transmission for about 3 days, couldn't find one. So if you look there, that's that stripped gear on that side. Okay. And one of the reasons why I was looking for the whole assembly is because if you look inside the manual that comes with the Losi, it's actually kind of intimidating for someone who's never done this style of work before. So I'm going to give you all a little show of it right there. And so if you look at that and you've never done one of these, that looks extremely intimidating. And so that's why I was seeking a full assembly. I didn't want to go through and break that thing down. However, couldn't find one. Nobody had them. Shipping was going to be like 7 to 8 days after they received the product. And it's like, well, shoot, I got a race, and anyway, I didn't have time. So went through, and if you look there, there's plastic gears inside there. I'm not going to individually take every single one of them out and see if I can get it out of the light shine. So inside of there, you see all those plastic gears. Endura makes a metal gear set, and so that's what I ended up putting in here is all metal gears. And I put a post if you want to take a little closer look in detail at those gears. There's a post on the page, you can check it out and see exactly what those gears look like. Also gave me a chance to go through my upgrade RC packet and put in the last remaining ball bearings I hadn't replaced in that. So hopefully for tomorrow everything is good to go and we place decently again. One little side, really having to get into the tiny stuff lately. Again, I didn't want to buy a brand new servo. This is not for this, but this is just to kind of give you a correlation of like these small gears. If you're nervous about doing them like I was, the gears inside of this thing are even tinier, and I did go through and I had to replace some in these in order to have an operational TRX for them again. So anyway, glad y'all are here. Super glad y'all are here. Don't forget to throw a like, throw a comment down below. But basically, this video is going to be about race day, and hope to catch y'all in the end. Thank you.
That first turn pile up. So that's for Billy. And then Jeff. And Kuda. Runner. And Adam. Opening lap out of Kuda actually was at 9.8. Yep, center.
4 minutes left.
Well, up on that back straight, he's got it. He's got reverse in that. Minute in, there's 3:50 to go, master clock. So Souza out front, looking like Souza could squeeze 27 laps. Looks like somebody's been practicing the last couple weeks. I want to say that'll be the 27 should be our track record here. Kuda on pace to go 23. Adam potentially to go 14.
Three minutes left.
Jeff White hanging out in the third spot, followed by Adam and Ronan. Good to see we got a truck class today. 4 cars showed up last minute. Careful back straight. Running, yeah, can't go under the bridge there. That would be a track cut. Caution back straight, guys. Caution back straight.
2 minutes left.
Caution in that car. Yeah, looks like he's broken steering linkage or something. Not able to steer that buggy. Not good news there. Minute 30 on that master clock. Susan, that's off at a 22. Pace 25.07. Kuda on a 22 lap pace. Jeff 16, they haven't potentially go 14. Only 6 as he drops out with a linkage problem. Give you guys a moment to get our trucks up after this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the size of a foot is twice the size of a buggy. Closing stages here. We're shooting 2 laps, I want to say. That's the master finish cone that you just heard.
Billy Street is done with a 24 lap 504.3 result. Kuda done with a 21 lap 504.5 result. Jeff White done with a 17 lap 505.2 result. Adam Wolf done with a 12 lap 507.5
I don't know if
result.
that's necessary.
All drivers are finished.
Yeah, yep. So let's get things started with Ryan Holland only.
Turn it off.
And Kyle. Jack. And John. Let's see, hot lap sitting with John, 11.8. Holland getting down to a 12 flat. It's a good start for those 2 drivers. They're 1-2 at the moment. I want to say for the day, we've got a 25 lap run so far done by Billy.
Yeah, you're racing.
You guys are on the clock. You are on the clock. 12 lap there for John. Yeah, watch it, the giant on the back straightaway. Yeah, that's all clear.
I'm
That
sorry.
back straight is clear.
Trying to concentrate.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Two over there.
Oh my gosh, now that one is a
Kyle.
crash.
I'm not sure if the lap before that was a 9.5. That's a pretty quick time. That's everything done right. Every corner perfect. Left chain straight lined out as best you can. 2 minutes down. We've got 3 to go on that master clock. Holland falling back to a 22 lap run. It's 22.514 is the pace. John Lavner 21.12. Jack Havens at 19.13. Kyle at a 17.3. Fast laps for everybody. You mentioned Kyle did a 9.5. I don't know if that was a fluke or not. Everybody else in the mid 11s. Yep. Yeah, much action. Much action. Turn Marshall keeping these challenging for you. And once again, Billy Susan, your GQ'd out in front, 25 lap pace for him. Brian Holland right now sitting second. Donovan A. aka Kuda, in the third spot. Tyler, after a good start, had a rough second lap, falls back before Adam Wolf, followed by Ronan and Jeff White with the DNS. Good run here for Holland. He didn't make a Q1, though this run would get him enough pace to put him up to third at the moment, possibly to go to second. Souza right now, 26 lap pace. That's 2 laps quicker than what he did in the first one. Up the middle, right in the middle. That looks good. All right, we'll do a practice start here, guys. Just 1 lap on the tone, just for a good measure. Yeah, because some of the world is back in the pack. Cool, let's thread that back straight again. Back straight is closed. Just like that last one, it was awesome. Go on the tone, guys, for real. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. 2 of them getting caught up, and hop in the middle, hop in the middle. Oh. Yeah, Jack's almost going to go to his own car. So it's just the opening lap, guys. It's just the opening lap. There's a lot of time to go. Yeah, everybody's got their story on that opening lap, with the exception of Billy Souza. I think he's about the only driver that is unaffected on the opening lap. It was a good start. You guys went chicaneringly well. Second lap, falls back to 2. It's on clear, 2 cars in front of the driver's stand. Now middle double, I want to say that's Tyler Cheney and Souza. Souza down that back straight. Cheney, easy, falling down that back straight. He's a little ways back. Cheney trailing by 6 seconds.
I tried.
Oh, my.
Wah, wah, wah. Well, that was that was a poor performance. That was a poor performance, and it's boy, oh boy, that was only me to blame. I hadn't been going by there and practicing at all. It's been 3 weeks since the last race. So yeah, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. However, I am going to go into a little bit of what occurred at that time. So on the back of this, you see the little orange box right there? It is the required transponder in order to monitor your lap times and your lap counts. So the way mine is done inside of here, I did it a non-soldering way. I took a plug is basically all I had to do. I took a plug, and right here there's a little double jumper. It's a square thing right here. And inside of that, there's 2 different things plugged in. Now this has occurred before, so it's not like I'm unaware. It's the first time no. The issue came about, it occurred and I didn't catch the problem the first time, and I let it run into the second race where it was still occurring. So let me get to what that problem is. If you notice, when the body of this thing pops up, it actually could extend back even further. So what that does is it puts additional strain. You see how that, let me get closer. See how it moves the box back and forth right there? So what happens is the connectors in there are not quite making full connection when it pulls out like that, and it just drains the battery. It absolutely will take a fully charged battery to nothing in a few minutes. Again, not something I didn't know about. A couple of solutions, none of them are any more. I don't think I'm gonna take one of them, but I will talk about it for just a second. I'm gonna conclude this video just mentioning all these last 2 things here. So one of the solutions is to open up the ESC right here. And I have, because I had thought about this particular solution, this is why I know about it. So it's to open it up and to fine point solder my connector wires for the transponder directly into the feeder wire on the ESC. It's very testy. It's a very small, narrow space, and you have to be very precise. And is it worth potentially damaging an ESC? That's the way I thought about it. And to me, the answer is still currently no. So let's talk about option number 2, and that is to find a way to either secure the box, right? I don't know if that's the answer, is to just secure the box, or to find a way to just extend this, like maybe cut the hole a little bit more down there to where the wire, when it pulls, it doesn't pull so hard on this. So right, that's going to be the answer to it. I'm going to explore a way to extend that wire to not put so much pressure when the body flips back. So anyway, there's another race next week, and that next one I think is going to be a little bit more serious. This was an unpaid race, and I think next week will be a paid race. I considered doing a live. That was the last thing I was going to say about it. I considered doing a live during the race. So if you like the footage that you see presented in today's video, please let me know that, hey, the next race, do the live. So each qualifier is 5 minutes. There's trucks and there's buggies. So there's 2 heats. Maybe you're not interested in the buggies, or maybe you're not interested in the trucks, but you do want to see one of the other ones, or both, right? But yeah, let me know, comments below, and I'm more than willing to do that. I have a good setup. I can still do the recording if I wanted to create a video, but I'm not gonna duplicate this. I don't think that each race pretty much goes the way it is in this video. There's not much that changes other than how the people drive, including myself, from race to race. But that's it. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.